Hello. I'm in the garage right now. We had our first snowstorm in the Northeast, and really it was kind of tame. Um, I grew up in the Northeast, and when I say Northeast, I mean like the Philadelphia area. And when I was a kid, I was used to getting like a foot of snow regular on the average, 6, 7 to a foot of snow. And people further up in the Northeast, they got way more. And, now we're getting I get we got like 2 inches of snow in the South Jersey, Philadelphia, Jersey, I don't know, Jersey, Delphia area, I guess they call it. Really not a lot. But I'm in my garage, smoking a cigar as usual. The kerosene heater ran out, which is no big deal. Right now, what we're doing is we're cleaning this firewall. So we have Purple Power in a Zep bottle, and we're just spraying it all over the firewall. We've already cleaned a lot of it off. We're kind of in the middle of it right now, so don't really get that satisfying before and after that I'm going to be showing you on my Instagram, but follow me on my Instagram if you want to see that. And we're just cleaning off the firewall, all of the junk. What's interesting is, like, you look down here, this is, see that dirt on that motor mount? That's how that whole motor mount looked. And all the dirt on that subframe, that's all oil and stuff from running this car and racing for years. So yeah, quite a bit of stuff to be cleaned off, but all OEM brake lines and everything. We're going to be cleaning this off. We're going to drop subframe. We're going to get new subframe in. So we'll see how long this lasts without a heater in the garage. It's honestly not too cold. I'm used to growing up with colder temperatures. But what I'm doing now is I'm lifting up these roller rocker mechanisms, VTAC, yo, and I'm popping out valves. So to do that, I have a fancy tool. It's called a 17 millimeter socket and an extension. I believe this is a 1/4 inch. And I'm hitting it with this fancy tool here so that it compresses the spring and the little keepers pop out. The retainer pops out and then the spring comes out. I push the valve out from the bottom, and then as you can see, there's a valve, keepers, retainer, spring. Now, on this piece of cardboard, what I do is I take this fancy tool. Let's see if I can get it to stand up. Oh. So, very fancy. Take this and just, I do a special hole with a special tool, and put this fancy valve up in here. And it'll go in there. And then now I have a valve in there and my keepers. Okay. So as you can see, got a couple of them there and like that. These seals, I have new seals that are going to go in there, prevent oil from getting down into the combustion chamber, and put new seals in there. But I'm lifting these up now and popping the valves out, and that's what we're doing right now. Now here's a perfect example of why I like to disassemble all the stuff I build before I put it back together. So the valve is totally straight. You spin it, it's totally straight. But look at all that buildup. Look at all that carbon buildup, okay? That's from years of sitting and running in a motor that was built for the street, and this is a motor that's going to be built for the track. This is intake valve number 2. Okay, so we got the dual valve spring, okay, for the intake. Keepers are in there. But what we're going to do is we're going to take all these valves, and you can see that interfaces are relatively clean because it makes contact with the valve seat. But this throat here is really dirty, and so we're just going to clean that with some of this stuff, which is like some sort of detergent. it removes hydrocarbons. And then we're going to wire brush it manually by hand and put it back in the cylinder head. We're uncovering. So all of the valves are removed and all of their respective valve springs. We'll check for straightness, line them up on a flat table, make sure they're all straight. They should all be straight because the motor had perfect compression. What we're gonna do next is we're going to get some sort of a degreaser or a solvent. I took a brief look at it before. It's called this Power Foam by Amsoil. Like I said, it's some sort of detergent. It's like a foaming detergent or something like that. Basically eats away at the carbon. And I'm going to take a very, very, very light abrasive, like a nice napkin, and just let the detergent do the work. Remove all of the oxidation from the seats. You can see there's a lot of oxidation on these exhaust valve seats. Intake valve seats look amazing on the cylinder head. But we're going to just, I don't have a parts washer. I don't have a hot tank, so we're just going to do that. And that's pretty much it for tonight. I don't really have much else to do. The kerosene is out. I'm out of brake clean. Out of detergent to clean the cylinder head. I'm waiting on a bunch of parts. So that's kind of it. And I'll keep you guys up to date with other stuff that I'm doing as I'm doing it. So hope you enjoyed this vlog. Peace.